What's up, world? You are welcome to Nesteli. It's been an amazing week, guys. Today I am discussing The Acres of Diamonds by Russell Conwell, an amazing book which was actually a speech that was made in 1890. Okay, this book is over 120 years, and it was turned into a book, packaged and they sold this to us, and honestly I am here for it. It is lovely. So to find out more about this, please sit back, relax, don't forget to grab your friend or whatever snack you have behind me, and let us begin. Welcome back. Okay, so if this is your first time, I am Nez. Welcome to Nez Telly, a YouTube channel devoted to books. Okay, every Monday and Friday you come here. There's a hookup book that you can talk about, that you can read, decide whether you should go ahead and read it or not, and we just sit down and discuss a book, and we're out here trying to make our lives better through books. In 2020, I read 80 books, and that means that we have 80 videos devoted. There are 80 books in video form that you can find out about. So after watching this video, please check out the channel and subscribe if you haven't already, but check out the channel and then you can find out about whatever book that we have read. Okay, so our subscribers, much love. Okay, so Acres of Diamond by Russell Conwell. This book is old. That's number one. It's a very old book, but it actually was a speech, right? It was a speech that was made by Russell Conwell. He's like a Christian leader, pastor kind of person, and he made this speech, and everybody was so wowed by the speech that they decided to package it and sell it to us. And honestly, like I said, I'm here for it. It is beautiful. So I'm going to try and make it's like a very folklore kind of story, like all the stories we used to hear when we were small. So the moral of the story is do not blah blah blah, that kind of thing. That's how the story is. So I'm going to tell a very short form of the story, then I can explain further what the story is about. Okay, so let us begin. A rich man, right? This man had acres of land, wonderful, beautiful, luscious land. The man was like a big boy. You know how it is. He was wealthy, chilling, balling, nothing doing, that kind of guy, right? So he was a very rich man, and they were like that he was content because he was wealthy. He was wealthy because he was content. Do you understand? Okay, so this priest comes to him one day and he's talking about telling the story, the history of the earth, talking about how winds change something to gold, some things to coal, and some things to diamonds, and talked about how there's some places that you can go to now and you'll find fields and fields and fields of diamonds. And the rich man asks the priest, so where do we find this diamond? The guy said, no, that if you can check out this, there's some particular plains, that if you check out here, blah, 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 that's some areas that have a certain kind of water and a certain kind of sand, that you find a lot of diamonds there, trust me, that you can check it out and all that. And this man goes to bed miserable that night because he wanted diamonds and he did not have them. So he goes on to the next morning or the next day, or in his space of time, I don't know how long it took. He decides to sell his wonderful, huge acre of land that has orchids and is a beautiful farm and all that. Sells the whole thing, collects all the money, and goes to look for diamonds. And he spends months and I think years looking for diamonds. And after searching in Asia, Africa, North America, everywhere that he checked, he did not find his diamonds. And then one day, out of frustration, at this point he had finished all the money that he had. He was bitter and he was wretched, and he jumped into the water, and you know how that goes. So now back in his former home, the man that bought the land from him one day picked up his camel and was going to go and get him water to drink, walked into one particular stream that was there in that land. The land had a stream in it. That's how big this land was. So he goes there to drink water, and then he sees this shiny object, picks it up. He doesn't know what it is, so he just picks it up and you're like, okay, no problem. And then he drags his camel along back, and then keeps this thing on a mantle in his sitting room, or in an area where everybody could see. So he places it there, and then one day this same priest, they said, I think it was a Buddhist priest, I don't remember. This priest came back again with his Weboro annoying himself, came back and tells the man, oh my God, he's back. He found diamonds. He was talking about the former owner. Oh my God, he's back. He's found diamonds, blah, 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 and all that. And we're like, oh, praise be, thank God, whatever. And the guy says, no, nobody came back. That's the owner of the house was like, no, nobody came back. And the priest was like, oh, then where did you find this diamond? Because surely this is diamond. The guy was like, no, it's not diamond. I just found a piece of stone down around my something stream on the land and all that. And the guy was like, no, I know diamond from afar when I see it and all that. And this is diamond. That's that. So they went and found someone to check the stone, and he thought that it was diamond, and then they went to check where they looked, and they realized that there was diamond on that stream. And then the more they went down, they just realized that the whole land that had been sold was sitting on acres of diamonds. Do you understand? So like a lot of diamonds were on that thing. Meanwhile, this other guy had gone off and sold that land to go and look for diamonds. Okay, so that's the first body of the story. So the main moral of the story is the fact that most of the resources that you need to be wealthy, the things that could make you what you want to be, the things you want to achieve, what you want to achieve with, are within you as a person. The man sold a piece of land going to look for something that he already had. Do you understand? It's very ironic and crazy, but that's exactly what happened. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is that your how do I put it? You have to get to a point where you learn to be content and happy with who you are. Do you understand? Because the book said that man was wealthy because he was content, and then he was content because he was wealthy. Do you understand? It's like the chicken and the egg. It's a going around thing. Learning the art of contentment. I point that out specifically now because now in the days of social media, a lot of people have a high tendency to go into depression and envy. A lot of issues are there because a lot of times we don't know that we do this thing. We see somebody that we know nothing about do something. You're thinking to yourself, why can't I do this? I should be able to do this. You get? So it's I don't know, it's interesting and then it's crazy. So we need to be careful with that. It takes work, especially if you're doing it without even knowing that you're doing it. I think envy is one of the hardest emotions to actually admit to having, to agreeing to yourself that you have, because you're like, I think I'm not jealous, who does she think he is? But most times you're jealous. Do you understand? So it's something that you need to come in contact with, and then you need to squash it, kill it fast. So this book is wonderful. Like I said, it was written in 1890. It's a very old book. It's wonderful. The major take home I'm going to say is that you personally just think about now this was mentioned in the book, but it's just the major take home there. Look around your life. What solution is there? It's very likely that something that you find uncomfortable is something everyone else finds uncomfortable. And if you're able to solve this uncomfortable problem, do you understand? Make it comfortable, you're going to get wealth from it. By the time you learn how to do this thing, you're going to be able to make wealth from it. I feel like a lot of us here so far tend to do this copy and pasting thing. This is how they do it here, so that's how we'll do it. And most times, your solutions are very unique to your situations. You get? So if you're not willing to look at the way to solve it in your own situation, in your own environment and all that, you might just have to keep copying and copying wrong without copying right. You get? So you need to be careful. We all need to be careful with that. So look within yourself, look within your society, anything that you have a problem with. Don't complain like your parents did, because all of us grew up with that. Watch the TV, the problem is this, the problem is that, and your parents like, yeah, this one happened, the government did this one, how can they, you keep doing that, and then next thing we take it on and we start doing it. Don't do that. Do you understand? You see a certain kind of problem, it can be overwhelming, I get it, but you'll be surprised to find out that there might be one thing that you can actually have a solution to, and that solution that you have is enough to create wealth for you and your great grand family. So anyway, so this book is wonderful. Honestly, I'm not mad at this book. It's nice. Very, very short. On script is less than an hour long. It's a very short book, but like I said, it's folklore, so it's packed with a lot of moral instructions. I can't believe I used that word, moral instructions, sha. But honestly, what that meant for me was I read it like 4 times. I listened to it like 4 times. There's supposed to be a physical book somewhere in this house. I don't know where it is. Someone lost it. So anyway, I wanted to share with you guys. You remember the first video that I did this year where I was doing my makeup and getting ready for a shoot? The pictures from the shoot are ready. I imagine you're looking at them right now. I'm going to put the pictures up so you can see. I am so excited, y'all. See how pretty I look in those pictures. Anyway, so to find out more about Amuli Lagos, I've already said it several times, please check out Amuli Lagos on Instagram. And then of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment below. What do you know about Acers of Diamonds, the book? And then what are the major things that you thought of that could actually be solutions, but you don't know how to bring solutions to them? Please leave a comment below about that. And please like this video, let more people get to watch it. Okay, so I'm going to leave with this very last comment and all that. It's a myth to believe that you need capital to make wealth. A lot of people say you need money to make money. There's some truth to that, but understand that most of the richest people that you know did not have money. They didn't have money to make money. Most of the people that have been constantly wealthy for years, they did not need money to make money. They just somehow slugged their way through and it worked. But don't forget, there's a power in books, there's power in knowledge. That way it will reduce the mistakes that you make. Do you understand? So thanks so much for watching. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye bye.